Kierkegaard had some wild ideas about anxiety that might just change the way you see it. Søren Kierkegaard, a Danish philosopher, is known for his unique perspective on anxiety as a fundamental part of the human experience. He believed that anxiety is not something to be feared or avoided, but rather something to be understood and even embraced. Anxiety is a universal human emotion, yet it's something we often struggle to understand, and even more so, to talk about. In contemporary life, anxiety can be overwhelming, and it's easy to get caught up in the feeling that we're all alone in our struggles. But Kierkegaard's views on anxiety offer a refreshing perspective, one that can help us navigate this complex emotion in a more meaningful way. He recognized that anxiety is not just a personal problem, but a fundamental aspect of the human condition. In his philosophy, anxiety is not something to be cured or eliminated, but rather something to be acknowledged and explored. In modern times, we're often encouraged to suppress or avoid our anxiety, to push it aside and focus on more positive emotions. But Kierkegaard's philosophy suggests that this approach can be problematic, as it neglects the potential insights and growth that can arise from embracing our anxiety. By exploring our anxiety, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. This, in turn, can lead to greater self-awareness, personal growth, and a more authentic sense of living. Moreover, Kierkegaard's philosophy highlights the importance of taking responsibility for our own anxiety. Rather than blaming external circumstances or expecting others to fix our problems, we must take ownership of our own emotions and experiences. This requires courage, self-reflection, and a willingness to confront our fears and insecurities head-on. Angst, a term coined by Kierkegaard, refers to the feeling of intense anxiety or dread that arises from the uncertainty of the future. According to Kierkegaard, angst is not just a negative emotion, but a fundamental aspect of human existence. He believed that angst is closely tied to the concept of freedom, as it is our freedom to choose and make decisions that gives rise to feelings of anxiety and uncertainty. In this sense, angst is not something to be eliminated, but rather something to be acknowledged and even celebrated, as it is a fundamental part of the human experience. As Kierkegaard so eloquently put it, the relation between the individual and anxiety is a relation of sympathy. The individual is not anxious, but becomes so. This quote highlights the idea that anxiety is not something we are, but rather something we become. It is our response to the uncertainties and complexities of life, and it is this response that shapes who we are and how we live. In his philosophy, Kierkegaard also emphasizes the importance of living in the present moment. Rather than getting caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past, we must focus on the present and take responsibility for our own lives. This requires a certain level of self-awareness, as we must be willing to confront our own fears, insecurities, and limitations. One of the most pivotal moments in Kierkegaard's philosophy is his suggestion that embracing anxiety can lead to personal growth and authentic living. By acknowledging and exploring our anxiety, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. This, in turn, can lead to greater self-awareness, personal growth, and a more authentic sense of living. In this sense, anxiety is not something to be feared or avoided, but rather something to be embraced and even celebrated. By embracing our anxiety, we can begin to see the world in a new light. We can start to appreciate the complexities and uncertainties of life, and we can begin to live more authentically and meaningfully. This is not to say that anxiety is easy to deal with, but rather that it is a fundamental part of the human experience, and one that can lead to tremendous growth and transformation. Kierkegaard's insights on anxiety offer a refreshing perspective on this complex emotion. By embracing our anxiety, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us, and we can begin to live more authentically and meaningfully. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share your experiences with anxiety in the comments below. If you're interested in exploring more philosophical perspectives on anxiety, be sure to check out our next video.